because they're going to get feedback from their customers. Technology might change things because of different customer needs, or because they you want to expand your business offering. So it's things change really fast in this subscription economy, and so I'm going to try to elaborate a little bit on what I did when I modeled a subscription based company, so that you don't have to go through the hurdles like I did trying to figure this out. So what's hard about the subscription economy? What exactly are you talking about, Angel? Well, when I talked about the recurring billing piece, things happen, like insufficient funds. So especially with consumer-based products and services, you're going to face this, insufficient funds, and there's fees associated with that. Invalid credit cards. System loopholes is an interesting one, and it always bites subscription companies. And this is just where a member might be counted as an active member, or might be active in the system, but they haven't actually paid, or somehow, some way, this person has gotten into using the service and they shouldn't be. So, technology might get involved, and there might be an application change that needs to happen, but they do happen in this economy, and is one of the challenges that you have to face. There's also, like I already had mentioned, rapidly changing marketing campaigns based on different customer needs. Freemium subscriptions or free trials. This is also a challenge, and it's just a challenge in the fact that you have to get together with your business folks and agree to how these people are counted, if there's a special category for them, or if they're just indeed an active member like any other paid customer. Refunds. So, customer was a new customer. Once they're refunded, are they still a customer? And, that just comes into play for your company strategy, their monthly counts, and how they want to count it. Again, assembling a team, which we'll talk about in a second, is really important to get that nailed out. And just more stuff dealing with recurring billing. So, it's not an easy model, but we'll cut to the chase and try to help you guys out. So let's get ready. Let's we know it's going to be a challenge, but let's do this thing. Let's build a warehouse. So what are we going to do? Let's assemble the team and identify the key metrics. So we need some players here because we can't build this alone, and you're going to want to work with a lot of different people to try to get the definitions of things all set. And these are the ones that I think are really important, that were really important for me on my project where I was building this out. Operations, they're going to be the ones that are kind of going to be working with the workflow. They'll be able to explain to you what the process is from getting somebody registered all the way to actually purchasing the service to renewing, and the expiration process. A lot of different things that you'll have to understand, so that way when you model this data, you're modeling it correctly. Sales and marketing, we've already touched on. Business analysts, these are key people. And if that's you, then congratulations and hats off. I love business analysts. I think they're the ones that run companies because of their analytic skills, and because they know how to find the answers to things that everybody really needs. So if you're not that business analyst, and you know the one who's in your company, you all know who that is, then I suggest sitting next to that person for a little while to understand, what queries you need to write, what things you got to look out for, and historically maybe some of the challenges that the business has gone through when you're going through and building this out for historical data. Finance also will be involved, because if you're dealing with any type of revenue and subscription economy, finance is going to be interested in deferred revenue. So they've got to be involved. You've got to figure out their terminology, so that as you build this thing, you can have them rest assured that you're building it in their best interest. And IT, of course. So your data warehouse needs to scale, or you need some more infrastructure for reporting or whatever. And keeping them in the loop. Maybe you need them to help you out with some ETL process or downloading of some files from third parties or whatever. So those are the folks that I found help me out a lot. So identifying the key metrics. Let's go ahead and talk about this a little bit. We already talked about finance being part of the team. They're going to be interested in this key metric called recurring revenue. So say I pay for a yearly subscription, that's $199 for anything. It could be a music service or whatever. That $199 in terms of revenue does not get recognized $199 in 1 month. It has to be recognized over a period of time, over the length of the subscription. The reason being that I'm going to be using this service for 12 months, and that pays for infrastructure, it pays for internet, it pays for people's overhead with customer service. If I have to call customer service, it helps pay those folks. So this recurring revenue is what I like to call is like a fan out of the original payment for the yearly subscription over a 12-month period. When we'll talk about some T-SQL functions that are really good and cool to help you do that. There's churn, trying to figure out which members you've got, how many are coming in, and how many are leaving you. All good stuff to try to understand how your business is doing, and operations and marketing. Those people are going to be very interested in that, as well as finance. And then annual contract value is just indicating how, for every marketing dollar that's spent, how many new people am I getting onto my platform or onto my service. So all of these things are really important, and we'll tie them all together so that you guys can make sense of it and try to work on this if this is what you've got at your company. So what does the data look like, or what does the typical subscription data look like? I've compiled a relational diagram based on a couple APIs from a couple of third-party collection agencies or that deal with specifically with recurring billing. And the ones that you'll want to focus on as a subscription-based company